say before I go.
Yeah. We here. And you know what it is. It's TK the Poet. You already know, so you ain't got quoted. And if I spoke it, you already know what that means. Y'all wrote it. We here once again. I know this. We started late, but we here. I know it's we supposed to usually start at 7:30, but it's 8:40 Dallas, Texas time. But we have to make a special arrangement for this. We have to introduce, the champion portion. Like we wait for, the people to come in. Yes, come in here. So, baby, how was your weekday? This is almost Friday.
Since I'm on the injury reserve, every day of the week seems the same. I didn't do anything special but clean my house and cook dinner like it was Sunday, and I got 30 people coming over. So that's all that happened on my end.
Look,
Nothing
hey,
exciting.
the food is good. Hey, y'all see our shirts? My baby, she made this me versus me. Hey,
I don't know why my me versus me looks so huge.
your boobies. You got big boobies.
Yeah, but I don't know what's
You know,
going
I
on
ain't
with
got
this
no,
shirt today.
it's just,
Looking a little.
I'm my own competition, me versus me. That means ain't no one can compete with me but my, yeah. But
He wanted to be like me, so he apparently is competing. Okay. I
well,
had my clothes on first today.
well, I mean, you did do that,
I
and I
did.
just felt like it's on the radio. Me
See,
wearing mine,
he
me
just
versus
want to be like
me.
me, man. See,
We all won.
I know my swag is.
We all won.
Gotta give you a little something every now
So
and
if they
then.
see me, they see you. They see you, they see me. So we all won. We got this. You
Man,
know what I'm
guess who
saying?
came all the way down from where we come from?
Georgia,
Georgia. Oh,
Georgia,
you did just say Georgia don't have shit on Texas
Georgia,
food. He
Georgia.
came way from Georgia to tell me that my food was pretty good today. I'm so
Bussin'.
happy. Okay, look, he said my cabbage is pretty good. Mr. Man came all the way
But
here.
before
Oh
we
shit.
before we do that, man, baby, tell them about your new podcast.
Mm. Wow, I haven't been on here since the podcast started, have I?
Yeah,
Well, if everybody's been following me on Beautifully Us podcast page, spelled the same as Beautifully Nana. So it's been fun. It's been exciting. I had exclusive Miss Dawn and Nikki Royale on the first episode. And then I had my ladies from the beauty industry, Miss Golden Locks and Candace Kane. Shout out to them.
Mm.
So we did have a wonderful time, and it's been going good. But other than that, I'm enjoying it. We might have to.
So, I mean, what is your initial thoughts on your show since you have this is your second episode that you aired on this beautiful platform, Facebook? Shout out to y'all. Y'all send that money in Facebook because we're doing a great service by bringing people to your platform for this great, entertainment. Yeah.
How I feel about it, it's a little bittersweet for me, but I think it's gonna be a great thing. I am probably gonna have to take a month off to having knee surgery, so I'm not gonna have to be able to invest much because of the knee surgery. So I will be down for about a month or so. So other than that, I mean, it is bittersweet because I just started up, but I didn't think I was gonna have to stop. But hopefully, I can get back quicker than I thought. So
Mm,
that's my goal.
most definitely. Like, so my question is, so you gonna have a show this Wednesday?
Um, this Wednesday I might have a show. You might be interviewing me since I did
Mm.
not get a chance to come on and just talk about the show and just let everybody know exactly what I wanted from it. So that might be what we do this Wednesday.
So I
Um,
get the interview.
maybe,
Maybe,
maybe, maybe.
maybe.
We're gonna see how that go.
I look, I got some questions to
And
ask
that's why I
too.
probably don't want you there. It's still too many questions. Too many
Look,
questions.
I got some questions to interview that the host of Beautifully Us.
Goofy us, but it was definitely fun. I mean, I had a blast with the girls from Porch Life. I mean, it was good. I mean, I can't wait to get some of these fellas on and talk all this shit on here. Look, Phineas, my problem child.
I just heard shit talking.
I know.
I'm all about
Lo and behold, I know exactly. I need you on here, minus him though, because when y'all get together, damn it, we don't get to talk very much. But I need you on here all by yourself, so I can get your opinions on some shit. You're my unruly child. I just love you. But how do you feel? You got a champ in your house,
I
in
mean,
the
the champ
building.
is here, man.
How do you feel about that? All
Hey,
this shit talking.
I
How do y'all
mean,
get that?
honestly, past the shit talking, I'm really honored to have the champion of Porch Life come all the way from Georgia. Georgia, Georgia. Hey, I'm working on my singing, so don't try to flaunt me or anything. Look, I know I'm not the greatest singer in the
Boy,
world.
said make a joyful noise, but I don't know if that was joyful.
You wasn't joyful. I thought it was pretty good.
No.
You know who people said I look like though?
Who you finna lie?
Yeah,
Go, you finna lie like a motherfucker. Go ahead. Who I was waiting on it. Look, me both. Finish like this, y'all.
No, but on the cool, people tell me I look like Gerald Levert.
Huh?
I mean, a lot of people tell me I look like Gerald Levert.
They just talking about the size. My bad.
Then I guess if you squint one eye and step back.
But I think I look better than him, so
Hey, don't talk about Gerald. Oh, I love me some Gerald Levert.
some Gerald Levert.
Man,
Wait
you
a minute.
kind of look like him, but you don't look like you ain't Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald is not me. That's the thing.
damn sure.
Gerald is not me. He
First of
trying
all,
to look.
Gerald is older than you, and give respect. You better respect him with them singing.
Y'all
voice.
see this
You
handsome
definitely didn't
guy?
get the singing voice, so we gonna.
Look. Let me bust a note for these people because I can really sing. I just be playing.
Let me take my glasses off because he finna break these.
me. So look on the cool. I can sing opera though on the cool. Like people just don't know. Like, look,
Y'all.
look.
Look, let me step back because I know if it wasn't supposed to rain and lightning, it's gonna do it. Because you finna get struck down. You done lied in the last like 2 seconds.
No,
Every
for
time
real.
you open your mouth, you lie.
Nah, at all. See, my music teacher told me in elementary. Look,
And you, how old is you? 40?
Look, we not doing that.
So that was
Look, I'm
about
nowhere
30
close.
years ago.
Look, I'm nowhere closer for y'all. See this? Look, yeah, I'll look 40 where?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't know. But no, my music teacher told me that she told my mom really said that, he sings like an angel but act like a donkey. So, my music teacher seen my, my talent back then, Look, and plus, look,
You know
I'm
a lot
telling
of teachers was on drugs back then.
No,
Yeah, a lot of was on something.
But no,
You
look.
said you sing like an angel.
Look.
She had to be on something.
Look, in elementary, they had me singing in front of the auditorium. We had a program and stuff
But you know
like that.
what? I could see you probably did sound pretty good. Because when you a kid, you ain't developed a lot of things yet. So you probably did have that look.
He had that high falsetto.
Exactly. So
Look.
I could. What was that movie? Is that with the little boy, Sister Act? Was you like him? Don't lie.
La la la.
No.
La 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 la. What y'all thought about that? Like, you see, look, I'm kind of hoarse right now because I ain't got no
if that's
good-
the case, you hoarse every damn day. We been married 2 years, so you stay hoarse.
Look, what everybody know I probably did a little time in a tantry and stuff like that. But people used to tell me I could sing in there when I used to be at the door. Hey, and I used to bust a note. One of my cellies, he told me like, man, I wish I could sing as good as you. I'm like, yeah,
I would tell you sing good too. We in a 6x9, nigga. Look at you. I mean, what am I gonna say, nigga? You horrible? You gonna by the time the night's over, you gonna beat my ass? Nah, nigga, you sound good.
I sound good.
Hell yeah. If we close in close quarters, yeah. You sound like an angel. You're right.
Man, we got Miss Exclusive in the building. Shout out
What's
to
up,
Exclusive.
Miss Exclusive?
We're gonna bring her up real quick. Let me see.
Hey guys.
You came in ready.
You like
I came in, period.
look. You like our first me versus me?
Yes.
We twinning today. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't like me. She trying to be
I
like
swear
the
I was
great
just
one.
first. Oh, Mr. Finn the Human, is you ready to come up? I'll
So hold on, let me give you the proper introduction.
Oh God.
He is here, the champion of Portugal Life, Finn the Human. We're in the building. Talk to him nice. Finn the Human, all the way from Georgia. He's here. What's going on with you, man?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Ew.
Man, we have the champion in the building.
Yes.
Hey,
Ew.
what's going on, Exclusive?
Hey,
Hey.
darling. I'm glad you made it in safely.
Oh yes. I ain't got no choice but to if I'm gonna get here.
Look, It's an honor, man. Everybody tune in, tighten up around here. We have the champion of Portrait Life, not once, but twice, 2 times. Talk to him nice. Being the human. What's going on, man?
Oh man, living a dream around here. You know what I'm talking about?
Shit. Man, look, how was your flight?
Oh, it was good, man. It's flew into Austin, got to hang out with some family and stuff, and drove up to Dallas. So yeah, it's
Okay.
cool little time. So
I mean, how about that drive from Austin to Dallas?
that
though?
ain't nothing, man. I used to do that. I used to when I lived in Austin, I was getting all my tattoo work done in Dallas, and I'd work a 12-hour shift in Austin, drive up to Dallas, and get tattooed on until me or the tattoo artist fell out, whichever happened first, and then drive back to Austin.
Nah, see,
Yeah.
look, I ain't gonna lie. I took a lot of abuse on my tattoos. Like, look, I had, when I was, in the service, we're gonna call it the service. When I was in the service, I had my whole back done with one needle. With one needle. I have a whole back piece with one needle. When you talking about pain,
Man, I had ended up being 76 hours worth of work.
mm,
So,
76 hours.
76 hours of tattoo time.
How many days is that?
Like I said, it was being from Austin coming to Dallas. We just did it.
Oh, so it wasn't that. Okay,
No,
I got you.
not
Collectively,
straight. No,
I'm like, boy, you a B72
No,
boy.
well,
Y'all was on some good stuff.
tap
You know what I'm
out.
saying?
Tap out. No. Nah, there was some on them ribs, man. There was some days that 2 hours in, I'm like, man, are we done? We're not even close to done. Okay. Yeah.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like tap out on this part right here. That's look. I got a lot of tattoos, man. I mean, I'm tatted up like a Subway in Harlem. Weezy F baby. Please say the baby. You know what I'm saying? Exclusive, you got any tattoos?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you tatted up? Okay. Look,
There.
it's tatted gang. We tat gang, man.
This one over here. Well, two over here, a couple on my back.
Okay,
Right
tattoo
on,
gang.
right on.
But one thing y'all probably didn't know, I can tattoo.
No,
I
I
bet,
did.
I bet a lot of y'all didn't know, I tattoo and stuff like that. So, but I got out the game because I really don't have time for it.
Is
You
that
know.
why?
No, for real though. I mean, I really got because I really ain't got time. But then, like, I'm a drawer. I know how to draw. Like, I started off drawing portraits. Then I started to do tatting portraits and stuff like that. And people ask me, like, that was like my first tattoo is a portrait of myself on my leg. Now, a lot of people ask me, why did you tattoo yourself on your leg?
Because you forgot your ID and you needed a way to get into the club. I know what it was.
Look, only thing I gotta do, pull up that cam. Look, that's me.
That's me right
You know
there.
what I'm saying? That's me.
Yeah, let me in.
So,
Yeah.
but they still didn't let me in. They like, nah. But that was my first tattoo I ever did was a portrait, because I was really cold at drawing portraits. So I'm like, if I can draw it, I
know
can
you used to try to get me back at the Gap to come get tatted by you. I ain't fall for it.
Look, I'm a great tattoo artist, like
Right
for
here.
real. Like it's all about in the shading. A lot of these tattoo artists that I seen, they don't know how to shade. They don't know how to take the lines out of that. I know some people like hard lines in their tattoos, but I like a clear picture. So I take the lines out.
It depends, man. There's some.
Okay.
I mean, you can
Okay.
see some of the detail and the shading and the realism.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
As a portrait, because that's what this one. That's what I can't remember. This one is my face.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
you
or a
forgot.
sketch of my face, I should say, with a scripture in the middle of it. But
Mm.
yeah, it looks like everybody has one, huh? That's dope.
So you forgot your ID and they wouldn't let you in church?
Yeah,
What? Okay.
I
I
had
know that.
to try to get in on Sunday because
I
my
I I
Saturday
ain't know I
I was
ain't know
off.
Jesus was carding at the door.
Hey, look here, tithe and offering. You either got to out your ass or wallet. Like,
No, most definitely. So, being a champion,
Yes, sir.
how does it feel to be a two-time champion?
Oh, man, it's great, man. It's great. Like I said, the whole competition was fire. The other poets, I think, seeing the platform grow from what it was the last few years into what it's becoming, man. I think it's got a lot of potential, and I'm looking forward to riding along with it. So, yeah.
And shout out to Adonis. She's in the chat. Shout
What's
out
up,
to Adonis,
dog?
the did it, the Don. You know, hey, come, Don, if you can't come up, this is poetry. Like we here. So, but what was the challenge, the different challenges from being in one tournament and re-entering another tournament?
The quality of the competition was better.
Mm.
Um, and then it's I mean, the different styles. So yeah, I mean, I could come out with something that I thought was just hard as fuck, and then somebody else come out with something that's more sensual and soft and laid back, and that could be what the judges were feeling. So it was the melding of the different styles that it, it was dependent on the judges and what the other poets were putting out as well.
Okay. So did you come into the second tournament knowing that you're gonna win?
Yeah, I told you when I came into it, I said I put my pen up in any competition ever. I said that. I told you that, and I stand by that. I put my pen against anybody in any competition ever.
Mhm. So you knew that you was gonna win.
No, but I will put my pen up in any competition ever.
Okay. So going into the final round, what was your thought process?
That final round was tough, man. I'd had a a real life and at its lifeiest kind of week, and I had stayed up and kind of caught that live that y'all were doing. And I'm talking about, this was one of those weeks where it's like, man, I don't even know if I'm gonna write nothing for this final thing. Like, I don't even know if I'm feeling it. And then I stayed up and watched that live, and then that I had an idea of doing something about perspective, and then I heard Nana talking about putting all three together to make it kind of tying together, and so once she said that, I shut off the live and I picked up my pad and I stayed up for probably to about 5 o'clock in the morning working on those three together and collectively. And I had to come up with some ideas and ditch some. So, I mean, it was a whole process of writing and trying to tell the exact same story in two different ways and tie all three together, but then have it to where they can all stand alone on their own. So you can read one without reading the others, and it still be dope, you know. So yeah.
So, question: did you write all of them together, or you wrote three separate poems?
I wrote three separate poems. So I wrote the first round poem. I wrote first, and then while I was writing that first round poem, I was getting ideas for the second and third. So I would jot them down in other pages of the notebook. So I'm working on this one, and I'm simultaneously working on the other two. And then after I finish the first one, to where I'm like, okay, I like that, then I can start on the second one.
So hold on, wait a minute. So you telling me you was working on three poems all at once? Like you were writing the first one, then you like, oh, this can go in the second poem. Then you like, oh, this can go in the third poem.
Well, yeah, I was writing three at once because this has to go in the second. It's not that this can go in the second one. It's this has to go in the second one for it to tie together. And then this has to come in together, and then to bring it all to fruition, it has to come this way into the third one. So yeah, I was working on all three simultaneously. But then to the final products, so the first one got the majority of my attention, but with the thought going to the other two. And then after I finished the first one, I even recorded that one before I even went in to start on my other two. So I did because I did the video instead of just the me performing it, I was able to, bust out a recording of it, get how I wanted it to sound and everything, and then focus on the next two and put them into the way that I wanted it to come out. So
I ain't gonna hold you. That is difficult.
yeah, man. Like I said, I stayed up late that night. It wasn't a school night. So
Man, I'm like, I can't hold you. That I couldn't do that. I'm not gonna hold you. Write 3 poems that okay. I think I can, but not like I think I can write 3 poems at one time, but not like, oh no, that's difficult. I'm not gonna lie, because while you was writing the first one, you're like, okay, I can rebuttal this in my second poem. Then I can tie everything in on my third poem. If I put this in here, it's like you writing in different sections and different pockets.
yeah. So I mean, I would be writing like the first part of the first one and know that I need to transfer that over into the second and third one. But I knew I couldn't put them in the exact same places, because even though the first and the second poem were basically the same story being told from different perspectives, you have to structure it to where it's not like identical. So you have to move things around and strategize where it's going to go and what you need to bring it back together and everything like that.
So let's get into the first poem. Can you kind of give us a little rundown on the first poem? What was your process? Because I know you used the mirror as a reflection and stuff like that. So can you kind of break that poem down? And if y'all don't know, go to Poetry Life and recap all the poems. There's there up in the Jumbotron. Y'all go up there, swipe swipe left? Yeah, swipe left. And you can see all the wonderful poems that was in the tournament, all the lives and everything, and y'all can really recap. So we're gonna go to the first round. Finney, it's on you.
Yeah, so I'm in the first round. I told y'all I had kind of had ideas for stuff that I was working on, and I had to scrap it. But there was one or two lines that kind of stuck in my head that I wanted to play with. And for the first one of the lines was about looking in the side view mirror of a car, and it tells you that the objects in mirror are closer than they appear.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I was thinking about self-reflection and things like that. So you use a mirror as kind of the way to look into self-introspection and self-reflection. And then I wanted to tie that in with that. And so I kind of gravitated from something I was previously working on to where our objectives were closer than they appeared. We were, I think exactly I can't remember exactly off the top right now, but it's something like we viewed progression almost fearfully, but the objectives were closer than they appeared to be. And so I kind of worked all three of them off of that, and I kind of brought that along into all three.
So what made you do the reflection part? What brought you to that idea?
Man, life brings you to that. Life is, if you're going to be mature and navigate through this life, you have to be introspective. You have to take accountability. You have to look at the way you interact with other life and the way that you navigate through it. And so it's as I've gotten older, that's one thing that taking self accountability takes a lot of work, because you have to look into yourself and then acknowledge who you are and what you're doing, and then how that affects other people and stuff like that. So
Okay. So the second round was the topic round.
the second round is what
Vegas.
everybody liked, but I mean that's just a little short story. Basically, it's kind of like a work of fiction. Like the first one was more real life for me. It's more of actual experiences and things I've gone through, and then the second one is kind of like an adapted for TV version of that. So yeah, it's basically the same story, but it's just more, because it was what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas theme. It was just, yeah, all right. So take this story and make it into that.
So the third round, how did you tie everything together?
Again, that was the perspective, and that was the one thing that I was trying to work on in the first place. So that was kind of like that was my goal, was to write something about it, and then having the 3-round poem, the 3 poem rounds, kind of was like, okay, well, I could use perspective with the other 2 poems. And,
so, question: was you surprised when you became champion of Porch Life?
yeah, like I said, I told a friend, man, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I could do 3 poems and win even 2 out of 3 against the people I'm competing with. So yeah, it was a surprise, but it's always a surprise in poetry life.
So the Diddy the Don, she asked a question. Said, "What was the message in the Vegas poem?"
What was the message? It was basically the same story from the first poem. So in the first poem, it's starting off talking about being on a pier, and I don't have it in front of me. I left my notebook at the house, but talking about being at the pier and getting a brief relief from different stresses. And that was something growing up in Dallas, Texas. We could go out to Lake Ray Hubbard, and no matter what's going on, we'd just have like a moment vacation, a moment respite from real life, just in the moment. And so even though it was brief, so it's the vacation part. Then I start off the Vegas one, and it starts off, we get a weekend vacation trip to Vegas. So those tie in together like that. And then it talks about you can't see, from the pier at Lake Ray Hubbard, you can't see the Great Barrier Reef. And then you go into your walking into the casino, and you walking past the electrified obstacles, and then Prince is he's looking for a big fish. It's a card shark, like a great white at the barrier reef. So you tie in those into that. And so the part on the first poem where I'm talking about, it feels like every proton is being an impediment, when it feels like every molecule is an obstacle, and yeah, so they were just tying them together in a way that they were independent stories, but they're the same story. Even when I'm talking about we became 300 to Persians in the first poem. In the second poem, I said I had 300 on my person. I hit big and up 10 stacks, and tonight expensive rugs under my feet. A Persian rug. So 300 and then a Persian. So it all played off each other. And then the ending story is where I'm from. Some people crashed out, Some people actually made it big, and then some of us kind of just broke even.
Right.
And then in the real life, that's not something we really talk about. It's something that you deal with. And then with the theme and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Yeah, that's what happens. We don't really talk about it because it stays in Vegas.
Right. The Don says he liked the wordplay.
Appreciate it.
No. So I got a question. So I'm gonna ask exclusive. So have you recapped any of the poems lately? Of the tournament?
Yeah, I go back and read not only ours, because I don't want to I don't want to squeeze out the other people that haven't participated. I didn't even realize it was that many people in Poetry Life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I go in there time to time and just kind of scroll and pick a couple and show my love and support,
Right.
or just kind of heart it up so they don't get lost amongst the mix.
Well,
Right.
luckily TK goes and personally reads every single one that gets posted.
Yeah, I read. Nah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't read all of them. I'm not gonna hold you. I approve them, and some of them I do read when I have time to. I read a couple of them. I'm like, okay, that was dope. And I'm not gonna hold you. We have some dope writers in
Yeah.
Poetry Life.
Yeah, so.
Like, I'm not gonna hold you. It's some dope writers. So shout out to all the members of Poetry Life. Y'all keep dropping the poems. Like, we didn't grow so much over the last years because now we average like 10 poems a day. People submit their poems like 10.
There's some quality stuff too, man. I can't read everything because, like I said, it's like 10 a day. But
Look.
no, I have seen a lot more people posting, and the quality of stuff you see from when people first started posting earlier, and as they get better with their writing, the stuff is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's exciting.
So, Exclusive, you have any questions to Finn?
I keep telling Finn, I've been saying that he can teach me how to be him when I grow up or whatever. He can impart those seeds. I am a person who is big on, I love wordplay. I love word searches. I love all that complicated stuff. So I love getting stuck in a place where I have to go back and make it make sense. And that's what Finn does for me. He provides that stuck moment that I have to unravel. Um, I think one of the judges said at one point, in order to get through a poem, you have to Google, you have to get in your thesaurus, you have to do all of that to make it make sense. And so for me, it's a mental climb. And so I'm in tune to that. I'm in tune to figure out where the next kink is going to be. And then I'm equally proud of him and me both. Me for figuring it out and him for to stick it in there.
I'm not even gonna lie, man. Having Eric as a judge, and when he would go and like dissect.
Hold
the
on,
stuff-
wait a minute.
Hold on,
You-
let me get that. You bring them on, but let me get this out.
I'm just you say his name and he will come.
That's my lead in.
You say his name and he will come.
That's my lead.
And I'm in the building.
What's going on, man?
What's up, party people?
Oh man. So yeah, like I was saying, having Eric as a judge and then seeing him actually not just mine, but but like when he would go and dissect my poems and do the research and find the things that I was saying, I became a fanboy of his, seeing him like, oh yeah, and I saw this and I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I watched this guy talk about poetry all day. I mean, it was exciting. So, yeah,
You got credit TK. He went out and found a professional judge.
Look,
yeah,
I had to search
yeah.
mountains, rivers, lakes. I had to go to Atlantis
Atlantis
under the water
under the
to pull
sea.
them out. And he
Are
is
you
here.
not entertained?
Look. So, Eric Curry, you have any questions for the champion?
Oh man. So what's next?
A brief hiatus and then back to work. So I could take care of some business and make some major life changes, and then it's right back to it. So
Yeah.
I am looking forward to talking different ideas and things about the Poetry Life team, and then also about structuring good quality smaller tournaments to keep the momentum going and keep people interested and hyped up about it. And I want more people signed up. All those people that are doing those 10 poems a day, I want you getting in this competition and start taking that step and getting out there. So
We had one dude in Poetry Live. He was taking shots. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, but he doesn't post anything. All he, does, he just says, "Let me on the live, and I'll give you that raw, uncut." Is what he says. So I think y'all, and you in control of that. So you should have got him on that live. You
Look,
get that real raw, uncut.
Look, I told him anytime he want to come up, he is welcome.
Yeah,
he is welcome.
They don't want no smoke.
Look,
we got fire extinguishers. It's all great.
Look, most definitely, man. But like I said, you have people like, oh, I think I can get him. But hey, this is the platform to do it in. And we're gonna lead into this segue. We're gonna start doing poetry after dark.
Poetry after dark.
Yeah, that's where you get all your freaky shit out.
I mean, yeah, but nah. You know what I'm saying? It's just, poetry after dark. Friday nights, we're gonna start around by 9:30 at night. If you want to come up, spit your poetry, get your bars off and everything like that. Hey, we gonna
when you start getting those Vibe Line commercials, it's the After Dark show.
Look. Like, so our first host of Friday Night After Dark is gonna be exclusive. I'm a invite exclusive to take the host reins in the After Dark poem. So are you ready?
Of course.
Nice.
I so I don't have to get ready. So let's do it. Cause what? Anything less would be for somebody else, ain't it?
Right, most definitely.
Yeah.
When do you want to start this After Dark poetry?
That was on Friday, I think you said. You said it was Friday.
Yeah, I know Fridays, but
tomorrow.
what like we're not doing it tomorrow. I'm not gonna hold you. We're not right. Relax. Relax. We can do it next Friday, but I have plans. But I mean, I think that would be something real cool to get into, the After Dark poetry, see who's gonna come up and spit their poetry, and plus a lot of people like, we don't really go out on Friday nights and stuff like that. I'm old, you know what I'm saying? I all that partying, clubbing, that's out the window for me. Like if I go to events and stuff like that, but going to the club,
like you should see what we really look like. This is a filter on both of us.
Filter on both of y'all.
Look, this is the raw and uncut. Yeah, I'm here. It's real. So, Eric,
Yeah.
you just in the final round. Did you have like an inkling of who's gonna win? Since we know the tournament is over with, we can talk the real shit. We can talk the realness.
Yeah.
Who was you gunning for in the final round?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really had no idea who was going to pull out in that last round because I didn't know what people were going to reach to do. I really didn't know what people were going to reach to do. I thought that it was really up for grabs, to be honest with you, as far as because it was 3 different rounds, and if anyone got away with still in 2 rounds, that's it. That's it. And that situation with the Vegas round, that round got really interesting. It got really interesting.
Talk about it.
I thought that the Dons, man, she came with it. That video, man, that was mighty. It was mighty. But we talk about the things that you do that go beyond poetry. And this is why we talk about respecting the art and respecting people's work. Man, the thing that Phineas did with less than 24 hours to put that together the way that he did, that was crazy. That's not something that I could do. And And when you get somebody that does something like that, you got to put some respect on it. Man, that was mighty. But what I love about it is that all three of the artists that were in that last round absolutely deserve to be there.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
And any one of y'all could go and put on a show. And I think exclusive, she proved that.
Oh,
She
yeah.
Fact.
proved that she could go and stand in front of a room full of people that know her and don't know her and hold it down. And that's what it's really about. To be able to go and stand in front of a room full of people and express your art, and people receive it, and they received it very, very well. And I believe that any one of y'all could do that, and that speaks a lot about y'all. Y'all are superstars to me.
I gotta tell a secret on that final round for the championship, and then the scores were supposed to be announced, and it got canceled or postponed. I was like, y'all had me stay up. I got to work in the morning, and nobody's gonna. And so I messaged Eric. Somebody's gonna talk poetry with me. And that night, I sent him a message. He's like, I don't want to get in trouble, but I can't say that Purple Rain scheme that will fire. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm going to bed. Man. Okay, somebody talk about something.
But you know what, y'all?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. You might not like this, Ben, but honestly, I would have had the Dunn win it if I was judging. I felt like
You
Dunn.
think she should have won the whole thing?
The last round, I felt she got two of the rounds. If I was judging round for round,
which two do you think? Which two do you give? I mean, I could see the Vegas one. The Vegas one was dope. Like I said, it felt like a movie trailer, like a professionally done movie trailer. It was off the chain.
so I would say she won the. To me, I like her first poem and her second poem. Her first and second. Now, only reason why I would have gave her the first over yours, because I got it. No, hold on. Wait a minute. No, I'm lying. I'm sorry. I would gave her the third round. It was the first round. I was like, okay, I love the mirror, the scheme and stuff like that, but I felt I edged done the third round slightly. A slight edge to Don in the last round.
Ain't nobody even said, man. I said the universe's economics, they deal in matter and energy. So I can't hoard my positive. I gotta expend my positive energy to what matters. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say. Look,
Man.
I understand. Trust me, I understand.
Do you
but
know,
I gave
do you know
a slight
that universal economics is really dealt in matter and energy?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it is, and then to bring it back and put that into personified form of it is also how we interact and how we interact in life and how we navigate this. Man, come on, get out of here! Somebody else come get this headphone set.
Like honestly, like this is my opinion. Like the first round, like okay, the second round done were that. But see, one thing that I didn't like about the judging is you won the second round, and there's no freaking way that you won that second round. Nuh-uh. They gave you the second round. They went back and when they listen,
I got a perfect score on the second round. What are you talking about? I ain't just win. I got 100.
But see, look, this is what happened when they read the first round.
Keep it 100, like my second round poem.
Look, I felt like there's a little bias going on in the judging and stuff because look, check this out. I felt for round, I said this collectively. If this was add all the points together, was 3 poems was fire, yeah, you would have won. But round for round, I felt like you didn't win round for round. I felt like the Don won the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, you were the judge.
And then the second round, you won the second round. I'm like, ain't no freaking way that you won the second round. Only reason why you won the second round because of your third round.
No,
Let's be honest about it. Let's talk about it.
No, hold on. Because even speaking with the judge, you can go back and look at all the lives. The respect that the third round got, and what everybody talked about is, and he brought it all back together, right? That's it. Just because it brought it back together. But then they talk about that second round, and everybody like, that was fire. That was dope.
You had a hotline in it. You know, you had a hotline in it that was but for overall, the dog, it was you know, it was
more dying.
It was I could have came up with something better than that, but I mean, I'm just saying he's not me. But the done her performance, the visual, you know, everything.
I agree. Her video was better. I agree. Her production, she has a better production quality than I do. I will give you that. She had.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Her performance.
You talk her up and she would come.
Oh, the Don is here.
The Don. Talk to her nice.
Hey, here, girl, don't leave me in.
What's up?
Girl.
I had to come on, man. I couldn't watch no more, man. I went to the bathroom. Couldn't
Look,
watch no more.
Before we jump
Let's
into
get it.
anything,
Let's
I gotta
get
do
it.
something real quick because we're doing a whole lot talking about Phineas and Don. I gotta apologize to Miss Exclusive. I made a bad call on her. She did not at any point read her poetry while she was performing live.
She told you that. She
So
said
I gotta
memorized all
I gotta
three
apologize.
of them.
Nah, facts. Big facts. Big facts.
So on that note, you know, you're a superstar. You're a superstar.
Talk to her nice.
Got to.
So
All right.
the Don.
Yeah, let's go.
Your third round. Talk about your third round. Because I said, look, I felt like you won round
I
one
heard.
and two. Round 2 and 3.
Yeah, I heard you, and yeah, I heard you the whole thing, your whole spiel about everything, and I actually do agree with your theory in a way, but also, I'll just like Eric's on here now, so we can talk about it. But
Let's
I just
talk.
don't. What made it not be a finals poem, like a championship round poem?
Oh, I could answer that one too.
So I'll be honest with you. It was about you'd already done something dealing with drums. So I was looking for something more original, more fresh. And I felt like it was an easy reach for you. And TK backed that up for me today because I heard 2 other poems that you had in your repertoire that probably would have got you the dub.
Facts. It's
Wow.
complicated.
Wait, talking about you heard the poem that
it's-
TK got?
It's
You
complicated.
saw that?
I
TK?
heard both of them.
It's complicated.
Oh, you like it's complicated and it's not even finished.
It sound fire.
Wow, that is deep. I don't know. I really did second guess myself on the last round, but thank you, it's exclusive. But golly, I don't know. It's like you know how Eric Badu say you sensitive about just because I like that last poem. I put a lot into that one. It's not about drums. It was because you like the Google stuff. That was for you, man. That was for you to eat up because
I did eat it up. I broke it all the way down.
Okay, what did you
why,
break?
Which is why
No one
after
really
that Vegas round where I felt like you pulled through, I felt like you should have came with your super heat on that last round.
So what I think you made the mistake at is when you were trying to reach specifically to Eric and you were trying to kind of you not just stepped out your style, but you were kind of trying to do things that I was doing to catch his attention. When your style is not the same as like where you shine at, in my opinion, is when you have your sensuality and your soft tone into it. And so I mean your lane is your lane because I mean you already in that, you own that. Like if I try to jump in your lane, I'm hitting a guardrail. Right. So I think you took a chance on it, but I think if you had stayed more into to where you already excel at, you
Mhm.
probably would have got the dub.
Yeah, I definitely, and you can, and that's actually a really good observation because I definitely teetered because, you know, when I did take chances, I actually did really good in that round. But when I was like, oh, I'm gonna stick to me, it was like, they were like, we want something else from you, Don. Like, we done heard that before. We done
But-
heard that
I
now.
wasn't the one saying that.
She wasn't the one saying that, and I wasn't either. Because what did I say on the, what was it, the second written round where they were talking about yours? You had the best poem. Yours was the best, and I know the judges talk negatively about it, but from my opinion, like if I was to take me out of it, a Poet Scar won the first round, you won the second round, Exclusive won the third round, and then you won the fourth round. You know, so but no, your that second round written one was off the chain. It was great.
I respect that. For sure.
Good night, son.
Much love.
But you know, like I said, the Don, if I was the judge, the Don would have won the champion of Portrait. Like round for round, I felt like collectively you won, you know, because that, like
Because you
what you
tied,
did, yeah, because he tied it all together. But for round, like I didn't feel like it was, if it was judged round basically off one round.
yeah.
Because a lot of judges, once they figure out what you did, they went back and changed their scores.
I think that's, and I do agree with that part because we didn't tie it in, and it was more so that wow effect that was like, oh, that you can do it, that it took away from, like, I think it took away from breaking down that second poem.
Right.
Because like you said, when you got to the last one, everything made sense, but I don't think they were going for poem by poem.
I don't know. I got 100 on that second round. Out of the 3 poems, I think the second round was the.
I almost did. Only reason why I didn't is because I didn't perform. I think.
I don't think so. Your video was off the chain. Your visuals were great.
No. Because remember, Nikki, which I respect Nikki's, because I should have probably stood up and performed it. I just didn't memorize it fast enough. But because I didn't physically stand up and perform it, she took off my performance. And that, because I had 25, and then Nikki was like, you got to perform, which I respect. But that's the only reason why I feel like I didn't get 100 on that one either.
Talk about it.
If we're a fifth, we'd all be drunk. You know what I'm saying? Because if ain't no it,
we here to talk. That's what I really think it came down to. Like, because we was neck and neck. I'm telling you, neck and neck. We both supposed to have hundreds on that one.
I'm
both
saying
supposed to have 100 on that second round. It's supposed to come down to the third.
If hindsight was a superpower, man,
I'm not doing what it is. That's facts. I feel like that's facts. It's not.
Talk to him.
That's facts, man.
Look, talk to him. Like I said, the Don should have won that second round clear.
Yeah.
Clear. Because your Vegas poem, it was good, but hers was more directed, more catered to the topic. You gave it like a little theme and stuff, but hers was direct on point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To the topic.
Yeah. So
if we're gonna hit the bullseye, she hit the bullseye. You hit the corner edge of it. You just didn't really hit the bullseye.
Actually,
but
it was like his last sentence when he was like, it gave us to a weekend. I don't want to mess up your last line, but it was like a weekend trip to Vegas, and then it was like, oh, he's going into it. I feel like your last line made
that
it
was on the third round. You're messing this up. That was
I'm not messing it up. That's what I felt like. I just, because it was hard to follow.
No, he's talking about a Vegas round, and you're talking about the third round. Yeah, we're talking about two different things. Like let's keep.
We're not talking about the Vegas.
The Vegas round, I did not say nothing about a weekend trip to Vegas. That was the last line of my third round.
Oh, well, my fault.
The Vegas one was it ended with, the people crash out, and then the last line in that one was, and then I made it back with what I came with, economically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was that round. But no, I mean, if we're gonna break that one down, you talk about I missed the mark on that. How I covered all the bases. I even tied it into a real life shit for me, just from a different perspective. And then I had bars in that. And then if you look at the flow pattern, do you see how many syllables I was fitting in between those rhyming
A
words?
lot of
Did you see how the breath control on that performance shit, having just written it
Talk to
and
her.
memorized it and performing it with the breath control with, yes, there was a few mistakes in there. And I'm not even gonna lie. That last 3 bars, I fucking forgot what I was saying and just freestyled into that shit.
What you freestyled it?
Yeah, the last bars were ended with economically speaking. I forgot what the fuck I wrote. So I just made it up on the fly. Those last 3 bars. So yeah. Because when I got to the part where I paused and like I ain't seen Leon in a minute, and then you will see like I'm just kind of like grasping at straws for it. Yeah, all that was made up on the spot.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
I
sick.
think you will be if it was a battle rap, I think you would have got it, man. Like
But guess what? But guess what?
that's all
But
I'm
guess
saying.
what? It's a poetry competition, and I still got it.
Hey, I'm not gonna, man, you won. I'm not gonna fight with you. I'm just saying if it was a battle rap, you got it. That's all I'm saying. I'm out. That's all I'm saying.
But you know what? Though, honestly, I would have gave the first round to Exclusive. I would have gave the second round to the Don, and I would have gave the third round to the Don. I didn't have you winning one round.
Not one.
I didn't have him winning one round.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now let me
Is that
say
how
this.
you
Let me
pick
say
the
let me
guest?
say this. Let
Is
me
that how
say
you pick the
this.
guest?
Look,
No, you won.
Let me say this. Now, collectively, yes, he won. Collectively, all rounds together, he had the best. All 3 combined, yes.
No, if you
But for round,
round for
no.
round, you can take any one of my 3 poems, and you cannot tell me there are better written bars than what is in either one of mine. You cannot pick it. You cannot pick a line from anybody else's poem and says that stands out better than any line he has in any poem. That is not factually possible. Not possible.
So so
lyrically, let's just be real. Lyrically, Exclusive right there with you. Lyrically, like I'm a lyricist all the way because I'm a storyteller. But Exclusive right there with you. Don't do bar for bar because let's go pull up the first poem.
Let's do it. I got time. It's my vacation. I ain't got to go to work in the morning. Let's pull it up. Let's break it down. Pull
please, because that's one of my favorite poems next to Poetic Justice.
So tell me the best bar she had in that line.
Bro.
Tell me.
I'm not, bro.
No, she started this exclusive. You know,
do you remember
but love and
anybody's lines
respect
for
for you.
anybody's poem?
Huh?
Word for word? I mean, do you remember anybody's lines word for word?
Which one? Which round?
No, I'm just saying, does anybody? Because if you're talking about how, if we're going by memory, my memory bad. Like, we're not gonna do the memory game. Like, but we can pull it. You want to actually pull it up or something?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You said we could pull it up. I thought you were pulling it up.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm gonna
y'all are entertaining the mess out of me, I tell you.
Man, all this smoke. I ain't even do nothing. I came in here with a positive attitude, and then TK didn't even give me a single round, and I'm just supposed to take that. I didn't get a single round.
I'm trolling.
And he my ride home. So now I gotta ride home with him.
Look, I gotta be honest, man. I gotta be like who's that player in Milwaukee? I gotta be honest. I gotta keep it a buck. I gotta be honest.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Y'all didn't catch that bar?
Listen,
keep it a buck. I gotta be honest.
That's funny. That's crazy. I like that bar.
Indeed, you do. Indeed, you do.
But no, I mean, okay. I would have gave you the first round. I would have gave you the first round.
I'm still asking that though, and then I would challenge Don. Do you think that you had any bars in any of your poems in that final round that were better than a bar that I would?
If I go off, I'm scared to go off, bro. I don't want to disconnect. But we
Yeah.
can
No,
we can all
no.
we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this because obviously
No,
you're not-
I'm just asking though. I mean, seriously, do you legitimately feel that way? I know we're kind of just blowing smoke and
feel
having
like-
fun right now, but
in the group. Like
Mhm.
in this group, like Eric's up there too. When he get in there, he's a lyricist too. But I'm saying like for the competition, you
hold on, dog. Hold on. Let's talk about that.
Don't do that to my guy.
Let's talk about that. Eric,
Do that to my guy.
talk to him nice.
We're giving credit.
Eric do have the lyrics. He is lyrical.
man, if I'm because I'm the villain, obviously I became the villain of this episode.
You want to
I'm
be the villain.
I'm a play more. No,
want to
I'm
be.
not the villain. I'm not the hero. I'm just the human. That's it. All right. So if we're talking about Eric, man, if you want some church songs with some funny dances, that's your guy. Church songs and funny dances, you know, that's your man. You can send him some stars. He appreciates
Bro,
the
I thought-
stars. You know what I'm saying? So
thought Team at the end of the day, but I guess it's with fees.
Look, Eric ethered you with that poem he put up there.
No, literally though, like no,
He
he almost like
ethered you with that poem.
he almost did the his parents got a real good marriage on you. Like he was like you didn't even get to clap back.
I absolutely clapped back, and
He clapped back.
round, and I clapped back hard, and I covered everything he said, and then added some extra to it. I seasoned that up
He clapped back.
properly. I
But I'm gonna
seasoned
tell you
that.
this.
I seasoned that
I
properly.
know you're the champion. I know you're the champion.
Man, I'm sorry
Man.
I'm sorry for pulling you into this,
There's
but
some
I'm
deep
being
waters out here.
I am cornered. I am cornered.
There's some deep waters out here, Finn.
I got.
Oh,
I got the
you didn't
fin and
catch
the
that?
gills.
You didn't
hear me?
catch that?
Oh yeah,
Some deep waters out here,
Oh,
Finn.
you didn't catch that?
I
Talk
got
to
the-
him
I
nice.
got the fin and the gills. I breathe.
I keep my blades. I keep it sharp so I can
Yeah.
cut the skin off a human. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
I'm a Pisces.
hey, I'm a leader.
But look, I'm not gonna lie. That bar was fire, Eric. I'm not gonna hold you. That bar was fire. I keep a blades. I can cut the fin off of.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
That was a haymaker.
I told him that I brought a knife to a gunfight
On purpose.
on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah. No.
Talk to him. Hey, y'all can't talk to the champion like that. What is y'all talking about?
Are you flip flopping?
Y'all can't talk to the champion like that.
He said you flip flopping, right? He called you flip flopping.
Man,
Hey, that's what fish do in the sea.
that's true.
Being a human.
Luckily, I'm a human.
Fin, you got fins.
With your-
That's what
with
fish
your-
do. They
your-
flip flop.
Yeah, Eric's got a knife to fillet old fish, you my friend. With your flip flopping ass.
Look, I'm just trying to say, man.
Uh,
Hey, I'm just trying to keep it fair.
Mm.
I'm just trying to keep it fair.
Oh, you fair?
He is the
Okay,
champion.
okay.
Don't talk to him like that. Y'all talking
He's a
real
champion. He's a
greasy
champion.
to him.
I'm gonna
That's
give him his
dusty.
respect. Yeah.
Give him his respect that is due. But I really, on the cool, I think Eric can get you though.
I hear you, Mr. Fair and Balanced Fox News.
Look,
Carlson,
look, on the cool though, I really think Eric can get you because look, I think he got it.
Deep waters out here, Finn.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it was like I said, man.
Look,
I
his
enjoyed
poem
it.
was entertaining.
It was funny. It was great. It was like I said. It was
I
fun.
didn't know that was him. He got like all the ego. I didn't know that was him. I thought that was
Yeah.
somebody totally different. That's how you know
Yeah.
he's Mormon.
That was him in the videos too, trying to get on that horse.
Oh my.
I got some.
The
I got something for you,
rebuttals.
Finn.
Oh
The
my-
rebuttals.
Oh my
I got
god.
something for you.
I know
Hey,
you
TK,
do.
we're gonna start
Everybody-
one-on-one early today.
Everybody trying to bring smoke, man. I'm just
Mm.
talking about life and navigating and being a positive energy, and then y'all just want battle rap. And I'm gonna let y'all battle rappers battle rap it out, man.
But no, look, our 1v1s is gonna be totally different. You know what I'm saying? These heads up is gonna be a topic poem. Whoever write the best about that topic wins.
And apparently, since I'm the hot topic, everybody writing a poem about me. That sucks.
That's an easy flip.
I'm not gonna do it right now.
That's an easy flip. You're not doing that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you, hey, this what you expect. You're the champion. We're gonna take that shot. We're gonna take that shot. You're the
As a matter of
champion. What
fact-
do you
As a matter of
expect?
fact, I'll take it next Thursday.
Mm.
Want it?
Dang.
He said he's gonna take it next Thursday.
What the fuck?
Are you good? You cool? You need something to drink? Are you dehydrated?
Bro.
He gotta be. He done came out to these deep waters.
Oh.
Can't drink the ocean water.
Got a lot of salt in it, don't it?
It is
Too
salty.
salty.
Yeah, the man sounds salty too.
But man, hey man, look, we're not gonna hold you too long, man. It's been great. It's an hour, man. Shout out to Exclusive, to the Diddy the Don, to Eric Curry. Hey, man, we got some great news for everybody, but
we found out tonight that Don won 2 rounds and Exclusive won 1. I ain't winning nothing. So we all learning stuff today. You know
hit
what
him
I'm
with
talking
that Jordan.
Yeah.
Hey,
All I
Hey.
heard was drinks on Finn. Where we up
No,
at?
hey, ready? You up?
look.
Everybody gets a warm glass of water on me.
Mm.
Salt water if you're feeling salty.
This is better than being pissed on.
That's salty too.
Whoa.
But man, like I said, man, we're gonna go live. Usually, our days are Thursday, our weekly group meetings and stuff like that. So, this is just a special occasion. Finn is in the building, all the way from Georgia.
Hey, yeah.
Give it up for him, champion of poetry, like Finn the human. Hey, give us some last words before we go ahead and get out of here, Finn.
Y'all haters, keep it light in y'all knees and suck it easy.
Mm.
Whoa.
And we gonna leave it at that. We out. Yeah.